Heartbreak sucks, and you do have to deal with it.
If you're not going to work, you can't sleep anymore. You see her Instagram story, she got some new guy. You're furious and you're angry and you're jealous and you're bitter. But you're not going to go to the gym and work hard and become so fantastically in shape and so powerful that no girl ever leaves you again. You're not going to do that. No. What are you going to do with it? Text her? Try and explain to her? She doesn't care. She doesn't care. She forgot about you.
And again, know when to walk away without begging or humiliating yourself, especially in this day and age of DMs and messages being recorded and stuff. And each heartbreak, like with every bad event that happens in life, sets an important marker that you eventually look back on and you see the growth and the self-improvement and maybe the hypothetical scenarios that would have happened had you stayed with that person or had you not been betrayed by that person. But it's only once you progress a couple years past that timeline that you could see the knowledge in it. She was 19 years old, I was 20 years old, and this particular girl got some job where she had to move to London. And I was upset about it. And now she's some 35-year-old middle-aged woman with 2 unspectacular kids and a husband who's divorced her. And I'm just like, if the heartbreak had never happened, well, I'd be that guy. I wouldn't have done all the great things that I've done. You know, when you're 19, your first pretty girlfriend. Oh, no, she's definitely the one. She's probably not. You know, she might be. But as you grow and evolve as a person, you can look at what you knew about those people now, and you just think, well, that was a lucky escape. A 35-year-old version of you would see all her flaws. So I think it comes later. Heartbreak's fantastic. I wish my heart could still be broken. That would be nice. Unless you do it the wrong way and let it spiral you down the toilet of self-destruction.
So what are you going to do with all of that inside of you if it's not positive? Well, it's going to consume you and you're going to end up self-destructive. Or you're going to embarrass yourself, or you can take all of that and put yourself in a position where it never happens to you again. So what's the most intelligent choice to make? Yeah. I've spoken to dudes and like, yeah, you know, I had a bad couple months. My girl left me. You've wasted months. Think of how much God loves you to have given you the grace and given you the opportunity to waste months of human time over some chick. If I waste months, empires are going to collapse. I'm going to end up in a cell or dead if I waste months. I can't waste a second. Like, these people are just absolutely infinitely blessed, and they're spoiled children.
I think heartbreak is designed to teach you lessons. I think everything bad that happens to you as a man is designed to teach you lessons. I think that's why God gives them to you. You're never going to be a good man unless you've suffered. You have to realize why she left or why your heart is broken so that you can change certain things and grow. If you're an intelligent person and you crash your car, you sit and say, how did this happen? Whose fault was it? An amateur will say, it's their fault. They came speeding out at me. A professional will say, no, they came speeding out at me. Why couldn't I avoid it? Why didn't I see it? Like, a professional analyzes everything from a position of what they could do about it. And it's the same with heartbreak. If you ask an amateur why his heart's broken, well, she left me because of blah, blah, and he'll just blame her like a dumbass. She doesn't listen to me. Her friends convinced her to cheat, instead of saying, I don't have what it takes to talk in a way that makes her not want to listen to her friends. If you were more important and more successful, she was less likely to leave you. So if a woman left you, that's feedback. Learn the lessons and make sure it doesn't happen again. Or sit and blame her and then wait for it to happen to you again, because it will. That's how life works. And everybody in life has these events, and everybody in life has these traumas they can learn from, but most people are too stupid or too cowardly to sit down, blame themselves, look in the mirror, analyze the entire situation as if it was their fault. If I get wet in the rain, I blame myself. Why didn't I bring an umbrella? Why was the car not nearer? Why didn't I check the weather? Whereas the average person goes, why are you wet? It rained. I can't stop the sky raining. Whereas I believe I could have stopped myself getting wet even if I can't stop the rain.
There are men out here who fail daily, and they have yet to feel the true consequence for it. They fail to go to the gym when they know they should have gone to the gym. They fail because they didn't say hi to that girl who's looking at them out the corner of their eye. They just fail perpetually. They go through life missing every opportunity and just failing. And God is so giving and so graceful that they still have a place to eat and they're still surviving. That shows how nice God is. Yeah. And when people come to me and say, oh, this happened, I'm really sad, or my heart broke, or this bad thing happened to me, I say, good. Thank the Lord that he's given you this endless source of motivation. You're wasting it, but it's been given to you. You just have to use it in the correct way. So I'm the luckiest man in the world because all the bad things that happened to me have given me all the building blocks to become the most fantastic man on the face of the planet.
No one is ever going to give a shit about you, even 1% as much as you have to give a shit about yourself. No one cares about you if you're a man. Everything is conditional. You don't get loved unconditionally. And that's a beautiful thing because that makes you strive to create your own value as a man. We all go from a time when everyone cares about us to a time no one does. Women don't lose it until they're maybe 45 and childless. Now she understands what it's like to become a 15, 16, 17-year-old man. Nobody cares. Yeah, your mother and your father will care a little bit, but you have to care about them and you have to care about yourself. So the best advice I can give to anyone, especially the young men who are 13, 14, 15, who, are sitting in their room playing video games and their mother's still bringing them sandwiches, if she continues to care about you that much and you lean on it, you're going to be a nobody. So the best advice every young man needs to hear is nobody gives a shit about you until you make them give a shit. Would you have given a shit about me if I just stayed in my room playing video games from age 18 till now? No, you wouldn't know who the fuck I was.
Sure.
Heartbreak teaches you the power of understanding that in life, things will always get better if you try to make them better.
I think as a man, heartbreak is designed to teach you your inadequacies. Because you do get to a certain echelon as a man where women will never leave you.
How long will you mourn? You should have overcome your grief by now. How long will you be bitter? How long will you be angry? How long will you sob and walk around enraged? How long will you mourn over a marriage that's over, a job that's gone, a girlfriend that left, a boyfriend that left? How long? How long does it take to get over a person? How long will you put your future on hold, mulling over your past? How long? You cannot spend the rest of your life grieving over who didn't love you, who wasn't there for you. You're stuck. How long will you be angry? How long will you keep checking their Facebook page? How long will you keep investigating somebody who's not even thinking about you anymore? There are some times in your life that you gotta get up, wash your face, go on with your life. Life is too short for grieving over who didn't want you, who left you. How long? I will not spend the rest of my life hanging around the cemetery of what could have been, what ought to have been.
Letting go is not giving up. It's making space for something better. It's not about forgetting. It's about freeing yourself. You can't rewrite the past, but you can take control of your future. You can choose to stop clinging to what no longer serves you, to stop replaying old tapes of disappointment and pain in your mind. We've all been there, holding on to a broken relationship, a missed opportunity, or a mistake we made. We let these things define us, chaining ourselves to a moment that's long gone. But ask yourself, how does holding on serve you? Does it heal you or does it hold you back? Letting go is an act of courage. It means facing your emotions, feeling the pain, and then releasing it. It's not easy, but it's necessary. You can't climb a mountain while carrying the baggage of your past. You need to lighten your load to rise higher. Moving on doesn't mean you're weak. It means you're strong enough to value yourself and your future more than your pain. It means choosing growth over stagnation. It means understanding that life is too short to spend it dwelling on things you can't change. The truth is, every ending is a new beginning. Every door that closes makes room for another to open. When you let go of the past, you create space for new opportunities, new relationships, and new experiences. You allow yourself to evolve, to learn, and to become the person you're meant to be. Letting go doesn't mean you don't care. It means you care enough about yourself to release what's weighing you down. It means you respect your own journey enough to prioritize your peace and happiness. The world doesn't stop for anyone, and time waits for no one. If you spend all your energy clinging to what was, you'll miss what could be. Life is happening right now in this very moment. Don't let your past steal your present. Forgiveness is a part of letting go. Forgive others, not because they deserve it, but because you deserve peace. Forgive yourself, not because you're perfect, but because you're human. Forgiveness is the key that unlocks the door to freedom. Moving on means shifting your focus. Instead of looking back, look ahead. Set new goals, dream new dreams, and take steps toward the life you want. You can't change what's behind you, but you can shape what's in front of you. Remember, growth is uncomfortable. It requires change, and change can be scary. But staying stuck is scarier. Staying in the same place, reliving the same pain, and repeating the same patterns will only lead to regret. The most beautiful part of letting go is rediscovering yourself. You'll find strength you didn't know you had, resilience you didn't realize was within you, and a sense of freedom that's indescribable. You'll learn to trust yourself again, to believe in your ability to move forward and thrive. You don't need closure to let go. Sometimes closure comes from within. It's a decision you make, not something you wait for. It's saying to yourself, I deserve better, and I'm choosing to move forward. Life is a journey, not a destination. Along the way, you'll lose some things and gain others, but the constant is you. You are your greatest asset, your strongest ally, and your best hope for a brighter future. So let go of the anger, the resentment, and the guilt. Let go of the fear and the doubt. Let go of the things you can't control and focus on what you can. Your attitude, your actions, and your choices. The road ahead is waiting for you. It's filled with endless possibilities, but you can only see them if you're willing to release the past. Don't let yesterday's struggles rob you of tomorrow's victories. You are stronger than your struggles, wiser than your mistakes, and braver than your fears. You have the power to let go, to move on, and to create a life that inspires you. Take that first step today. Choose freedom over fear, growth over stagnation, and peace over pain. Let go and move forward. Your best days are ahead of you, not behind you.